From the swirling mist to the blowing granules of sand that cover a notorious section of this circuit, I welcome you to Orlando and one of the staples of MARBULA 1, the O Raceway circuit. Hello everybody, I'm Greg Woods. This is a track that was the first to be a reappearing track in MARBULA 1. It was here in Season 1, in Season 2, and we return in Season 3. If you look at the advancements made from Season 1 to 2, the track was altered slightly, but the marbles got quicker, and I'm sure that the land of the O'Rangers is working to keep things competitive here in Year 3. The track shortened from 14 meters back in that first season down to under 12. Now this year things are almost the same, but just some tiny little changes. But in the meantime, the O'Rangers, they don't care. It's their home track, whatever configuration it is in, because it has divvied up some good races in the past. We look at the domination that has come here from the likes of Midnight Wisps, who won pole position in the first season, and the Midnight Wisps, who won pole position in the second season too. Will it happen here in Season 3? We will have to see. Getting us started, it is Pinky Panther out on the course first. A marble that back at Sleet Street started all the way back in 19th and had to make up some ground, did slightly, made it up to 16th. Fortunes have not been that much better for teammate Pinky Toe, however. Bonbon comes up next, also one of the back runners at Sleet Street, 15th to 18th in that endeavor, as Pinky Panther finally comes across a 35.504, a time that is more akin to what we saw in Season 1 with the 36.55 average lap that we had back then. The track record in the old iterations, 30 seconds for Waspy, 22.5 seconds for Wispy. Bonbon comes across and beats Pinky Panther's fastest lap to go provisional P1. If you're unfamiliar with the new qualifying format, Q1 sees all marbles run. The top 10 will advance to Q2 and a sprint race for pole. The bottom 10 will be eliminated and their grid positions set for the race on Sunday. Limmer comes through. A marble that lost 9 spots back at Sleet Street. It was a disastrous race. And Iceberg coming up now. Down this backstretch, making it more of a winding backstretch than I thought Iceberg would, but comes through in second place. Billy, a marble that loves this track, won in the first season, also got fastest lap back then. It's amazing to think that the race was 9 laps, whereas Season 2, 19. It's almost like some of them are losing steam by the end of that backstretch with how long this lap is. Billy goes into 4th. Bumble comes through now. The sand, and then winds into the start of the third sector. It's a long third sector. There's not many turns to it. But it's all about setting up that final turn to come through across the finish line. You see marbles almost second-guessing as they come down this course. Limited running thus far this weekend, so that is challenging some of these marbles. Yellow had a phenomenal race back at Sleet Street, starting dead last and making it all the way up to 10th. Will Yellow's starting position be slightly better here? Well, thus far, yes, but a lot of runners to go. Crush, purple in the first sector, and only 100th off in the middle sector. Qualified 8th back at Sleet Street, looking to improve that here. Crush comes across in P1. If you're wondering about the colors of the sector times, purple means best of any marble through that sector. Green means you are faster than the leader was, but not fastest of anyone. And yellow means you got some work to do. As Thunder comes through in third place, the Thunderbolts got fastest lap here last year with Bolt 25.63. Now Speedy. Meandering down here, a top 10 finish back at Sleet Street, comes across purple in the third sector and notches 6th at the midway point of qualifying. So from here on out, marbles will begin to be eliminated. Will that happen to the two-time pole sitters at the O-Raceway, the Midnight Wisps? Or will we see a new team starting from first? Wispy and Waspy are on the team this year. No Waspy, who was our pole sitter in the first season. And oh my, over a second off in that first sector. Got some back in the second, though. And Wispy coming through here. Third place finisher and qualifier back at Sleet Street goes 6th. That was a good recovery, considering how that first sector went. And this one is devious with the sand and with those early turns. This switchback-style course sometimes leaves marbles' heads spinning. Royal coming down the track now, around that final turn. Second, a 33.983 for Royal. That is a solid time for the Cobalts. Finished 6th back at Sleet Street and has eliminated Yellow now. Prim in front of the pit building and the podium, across the line in 8th. You see the green up in the scoring pylon. That means they are safe. Nemo out on track now. Nemo qualified 6th 2 races ago. Teams have been alternating marbles, as usually happens in the start of the Marbula 1 season. Nemo comes in 9th. That may not be safe. That's very close to the bubble. Team Momo are a little nervous here. Tell you who else is nervous. Our winner from Sleet Street, Smoggy. Started 1.4 seconds off, got it to 3/10, coming across the line now, and will not advance. Smoggy is out. Red Eye, our second place finisher at Sleet Street, just 0.05 off. 7/10 quicker in that first sector than what Smoggy was. Red Eye comes across in second place. That will be good enough to make it to Q2. Cosmo streaking down the course. Streaking maybe not as fast as Cosmo could, but the gap has stayed steady through the first 2 sectors. Cosmo swings through the left-hander and goes up into second place, displacing Red Eye ever so slightly. 12 thousandths faster. Now Minty Fresh, one of the biggest gainers of any marble so far, at least among those who ran once, certainly. 12 places gained at Sleet Street, 17th to 5th, and this time will be eliminated in Q1. Tumult, with only Clementon left to go. Tumult needing to pick up a lot of time here. Qualified 2nd 2 races ago, but dropped all the way to 11th during the race. Needs every spot that Tumult can get, and it's not enough. 15th. Clementon already a second off through the first sector. Out of the sand, and finishes that second sector 0.07 ahead at the split. Trying to keep off that wall, and it's not working that well. Over the line, 13th for Clementon. The O'Rangers do not advance. That is the second Q1 elimination for the O'Rangers after Orangen did it last race at Misty Mountain. And we're hearing that there's going to be a delay in Q2. The head coach of Team Momo, Momo, is talking with the officials about instigating a VAR because of that 0.02 of a second difference between Nemo making it to Q2 and not. Across the line, Prim and Nemo are right there, and it does appear that that gap is accurate. So talking with Secondary, who is the coach of Team Primary, the old Team Momary teammates, it is not going to go the way of Nemo, and the results stand. Well, whatever happens, the lights are coming on for the start of Q2. The race for pole is underway. And it's a nice start. Several marbles opt for different sides of the split, and that makes all the difference at the beginning. It gives Royal the lead. Red Eye loses out from a nice move by Cosmo, heading into that far turn. Now they come onto the sand for the first time. We've seen marbles traverse this individually, but how do they do as a group? And thus far, they're keeping their distance from everyone. Those top three are not separated by any distance at all. Red Eye, I think, got a little shove coming under the bridge. Weaving back and forth. Royal is going to hold Cosmo at bay for now. Then it's Bon Bon behind Red Eye, Iceberg, Crush, Wispy, Glimmer, Thunder, and Prim. This is a much better launch out of the belt from Royal. Red Eye now being hounded by Bon Bon and tries to get away. Meanwhile, it's a 5-marble train for everybody back from 5th through 9th, just about. Red Eye has lost a spot to Bon Bon coming through the sand. And now Bon Bon's going to try to get up there. Challenge for the front row. With just 1 lap to go, Royal has done a great job of keeping everyone at bay. Entering the belt, opting for the near side, and that was difficulty for Cosmo. Stuttered a bit, trying to find footing coming up that conveyor belt. And as a result, that's going to let Red Eye, who I believe jumped Bon Bon there, get ever closer. Red Eye is going to try to start on the front row here, but this is not over for Royal yet. Down the sand they come, everybody trying to stay clean. Getting those bumps, but Red Eye is marginally quicker than Cosmo. Looking to the inside, now to the outside, back to the inside. Gets it done through that gentle curve. Around the final turn, Royal gets pole. Red Eye will elevate to 2nd place. Cosmo gets 3rd, and will start alongside Bon Bon on the 2nd row. That was a fun Q2. 3 points to Royal and the Cobalts. Red Eye garners 2, Cosmo 1 for starting in the top 3. There you see the official starting grid for the race on Sunday here at the Raceway. We hope that you will join us for it. It promises to be a very good one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, turn on notifications, click and tap that bell next to the subscribe button, and you won't miss a thing.